Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. There he goes right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Jackson, options out left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown! Nelson Agholor. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Bengals. For their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too. By
blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers for Andrews last week: 4 catches, 65 yards. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson now. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Again, it's Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected, because to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys that might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so they will find out if they can actually play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Still going inside the 20. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work. They hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. Try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And This turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And no one wants to see that drop. But I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. 20, 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this 1st half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never give a 100-yard run.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
75 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Jones on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. An option give now to Mitchell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Here's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route, or they get open early, or they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
He's been nearly impossible to cover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
11 empty. 11.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This will be caught just inside the 10. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And he is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got room. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Up the middle with Barkley. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On one, ready?
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought